Welcome back to Guangzhou, China here for the Crossfire 2015 Grand Finals. And we're back once again, match 3 coming up for you. HG.LongZhu up against Pacific.Macta. My name, of course, is Elfish Guy, joined once again by Mike Star. And getting keen to get into this game.
Yeah, certainly. It'll be a very interesting one. We're going to see the Chinese obviously coming back up on stage again. We just saw EPLZ Mod taking a victory over Penta Sports. So hopefully for the home country, HG are going to be able to take this one out as well.
Yeah, 2 Chinese victories would probably be something to set the crowd alight. But obviously, Group C is where we're in now. You know, the other stream, number 2, is going to be doing a couple of the other games. So if you're interested in Group B or the other game from Group C, go check that one out. But Group C for us is going to be HG Pacific.Macta, and this is an interesting one that we've been sort of talking about before. Is that this home crowd advantage up against that sort of online advantage from, I guess, HG and Pacific.Macta respectively.
Yeah, I thought that actually in that last match on a few rounds, the crowd was certainly very encouraging, obviously, of EP, and it certainly seemed to affect the mentality that they had at the time as well. So it'll be interesting to see whether HG are able to feed off that energy as well as EP did, or whether they're I guess, slightly less experienced for a few of the players, at least.
Yeah.
Whether they're going to be able to tap into that or not.
I mean, the Philippine team, the Pacific.Macta, they're kind of a team which they haven't really had too many roster changes of late. I guess one of the few teams actually here that. Anyway, well, we'll talk about that later. But onto HG. NP here, the sniper, and also the order for HG.
Yeah, it's a good call, I think, at times. It certainly has worked with other teams and whatnot. Harlan picking up, he's the attacker, of course. And there's a lot of hype around him here inside. And WN99 as well, playing the attacker role for HG.LongZhu. Oh, how good is this name? How does it go, Jordan?
I don't even remember. Dalbok?
No, it's
double
Q.
Double Q. Yeah, that's it. Double Q. It's meant to be like double kill.
Double kill, yeah. Hopefully we see a double kill from Double Q, and you can have a lot of fun with that. There's Mito picking up on the last player there from the Chinese team. So Sniper, Order at the same time. Enpul we saw at the start there. And I guess the biggest reaction from the crowd for Harlan in that one there as well. So. And certainly we can hear the crowd in the background getting involved there as well. So NP picking up first as well. We can see him on screen sitting down in the nice DX Racer chairs there, providing a lot of support for Crossfire Stars 2015 as well. So
Harlan, strong crowd, still pretty happy about these guys.
And then I guess HG, like we've said, certainly the favourites here, not just with the home crowd.
Playing
he is here for business.
Yeah.
No messing around. So here is Double Q. No, sorry. Double Q, yep. He's got the WN99 in the background there. It's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Cheeky. Anyway, that's all right. And
rounding him off. It's going to be Minnow.
Here we go.
On the end here.
Minnow. A little bit of love there as well for him.
I don't think his glasses actually have frames in lenses rather.
Surely they do.
So they just look like frames to me.
Oh. Perhaps that's what we'll find out.
That's the fashion. I'll ask our fashion expert.
Yeah, it's true. We do actually have a fashion expert here, so they're looking after us as well. Yeah, you don't actually own that jacket that you're wearing today.
No, I don't own this one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, we'll get into the second.
It's my tie, though.
It is your tie. I'll just get you to type your words there for a minute. We'll talk about Pacific.Macta as well. So it's Bayo. He is plays the order, the general, the captain of this Philippine squad.
Okay, coming up next, Zik, ZYK, the attacker.
Favorite weapon, both. Really, no preference. AK, M4 is happy either way. And Cram is similar as well. Not to be confused with the Australian Counter-Strike player Cram, different person.
Well, I mean,
He played a while ago.
I don't think that would have been something that we would have seen happen. But anyway, Revenge, the sniper here, obviously, for Pacific.Macta.
And LongZhu and Paul finishing off the liner as well. So 3 attackers, a sniper, and an order is how they officially state their team makeup. And that's a little different to HG. So they have 2 backup players, as listed, being WQ and Minnow. 2 attackers on Harlan and WN99 and NP, of course, being sniper order as well. So we can see the Philippine squad here as well. 3rd last year. Crossfire Styles 2014. So they're going to look to get through these group stages again and hope to try and at least make the grand final next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're definitely going to be a strong contender here, but I think we're kind of getting the sort of a preview of what perhaps could be something that we'll see later down the track as well, because HG and Pacific.Macta are 2 of the really strong teams that we've seen come out here, and I guess we're seeing it so soon, which is a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, well, I guess such is the way of the draw. Sometimes you don't always save the, well, not saying we're trying to save the best matchups for last, but it's typically how tournaments are played out. The higher seed teams will take care of the lower ones in these group stages, but obviously we're seeing a big battle here between 2 very strong teams. HG, well, I mean, they've been players, 3 of their players have been to WCG for the China Nationals and won that, and of course taking out over EPLZ Modern rather, for the China National Finals for the 2015 Crossfire Stars as well. So really it's going to be a very interesting match, and we're excited to see what map comes out for this one as well. So obviously on the stream we've seen Arcana previously, and then we had Subbase as well. So, and we'll be getting underway very shortly there, just making sure that the players have their preferred setup all exactly how they like it. Of course, Crossfire doing their best to keep the players in their optimum scenario, the soundproof booth.
Well, that's how you want it to be, right? Because there's no point putting on a big show like this only to have the players in a bit of a disadvantaged situation, and it looks like we're going to be back on Ankara once again.
Is good. So we can see again, as we spoke about earlier, right here at the start of the map, you can see all the way through, basically from one spawn to the other. So again, this mid-duel and these long hallways are going to play an emphasis on the sniper roles. So Revenge for Pac-Mac and
NP.
Sorry, PM.
No, NP for...
oh, sorry, NP. I thought you were trying to correct me on my Pac-Mac.
No.
No, okay, all right. That's good. So
Pac-Mac, are we going to roll with Pac-Mac?
Yeah, I reckon Pac-Mac rolls off the tongue quite nicely.
Well,
what do you reckon, Elfish guy?
Being an Australian,
Pac-Mac,
I think we have to sort of go for it, really, don't we?
Yeah. Anyway, so that...
I should say being an Aussie, really, but, you know.
Yeah, NP and Revenge. Hopefully we'll see the battle of the 2 snipers going head-to-head in the mid early on in the rounds as well. And it'll be interesting to see how these dedicated backup players, WQ and Minnow as well, are going to play, because we haven't seen... at this tournament yet, on our stream at least, the backup players playing a real role in this game. So, again, lastly, we're looking down on Ankara here, coming towards the B-bomb site. You can see there's, again, some great avenues for snipers to use.
And I mean, from what we've heard, I mean, neither of these snipers are particularly superstar snipers.
No.
So maybe that's going to lead a little bit more of an opportunity for these riflers to come through.
Yes, so we are starting now. It will be HG.LongZhu versus Pacific.Macta. What group we're in? Group C.
Group C.
Excellent. So good to jump out of this group into a different one, see how the action's been played out there as well. So first half will be going live right now as well. And I can see down in the booth here, the Chinese HG team are actually fired up. They're ready for this. They're good to go. They're getting the hype words going between them as well. Focusing in now, and I'll throw it over to you, Jordan, to start off with the play-by-play for the first round in this cracking matchup.
Looking like Pacific.Macta here actually going to be on the offensive side. 1 kill apiece already going to both teams. Revenge and NP finding 1 kill for themselves. So both the snipers starting off well here, which is a good sign being that this is a sniper map. But Minnow, he finds a double kill.
Yeah, man, they're pretty happy about it. The home crowd as well, already getting in the 6th man per se as well. Harlan and WNN99 combining to take down Bayo. So it looks like this first round is going to go in the favor of the home team HG. It's just Revenge alive with his sniper in a 1 versus 4 scenario. Minnow is low though, so that could help out, but doesn't make a difference. Harlan finishes it off for HG. A first round there, a little bit of aggression there. That early battle there as well, the sniper battle, it's almost as if they sacrifice Zyke in order to get that frag and take out the sniper in Revenge.
Yeah, well, I really think that was mostly off the back of Minu's double kill that pretty much shut down the round there. So really good work from him. And now we are going to see Pacific.Macta with a bit of a default setup here, just having a few people in mid and one on kind of looking on towards the other connectors so that they're not getting flanked from anyone from HG. But really, as far as HG is concerned, they're not too interested in doing that. They're just going to peek into mid here. It's going to be NP to find Zik. And that's going to start us off well here for HG. But still 4 players left alive here for Pacific.Macta to work with.
Yeah, it's certainly not a lost cause just yet. Still very early on in the round. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. 5 versus 4, as you mentioned. And looks like Pac-Mac heading towards the A side, I think, at this point. Where, no, they're congressing towards B at the moment. Still playing the mid area. Like I said, a lot of time left on the clock here, so they're not too concerned. Cram trying to hold down, possibly waiting for the flank. Some aggression there, but it doesn't look like that HG are going to have anything to do with that sort of play this early in the match.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's really in a position to be looking towards a more of an offensive angle. So I think you're probably right in that assumption, but we did just see him sort of peek around as we cut off from him. So perhaps deciding now to go for a little bit more of an aggressive strategy, but we are going to see Pacific.Macta start to make their way towards that A-bomb site now, sort of following Bayo, but he's not going to spot anyone out yet. Aldrin Paul, rather, in mid here is going to be looking in towards Minu, probably.
Yeah, he's lurking around the corner here. He's playing that site very well. And some grenades come in. Looks like it's going to be an A hit. Double Q does get taken down. Aldrin, Paul, and Cram getting a frag each as their double kill, in fact, for Cram. And the A side is taken down. But WN99, a great spray down, taking down 2. 2 versus 1. Doesn't finish it off. Aldrin Paul gets flanked from the side. NP taking him down as well. A really good play there. Just that teamwork. He knew he had the drop on the angle there on that play. He had no idea he was coming from that.
Yeah, HG
that sort of
looking
side.
good.
Yeah, HG, yeah, you're certainly right there as well. So, and a little bit more aggressive now from Pac-Mac early on. They're trying to get into mid, up a little bit closer, and to try and limit the effectiveness of any sniper that HG might have.
Yeah, you can see they've already got that smoke down there in that connector as well. So relatively safe in terms of that sort of the sniper aspect, but still, it is good to see them starting to change things up just a little bit. Obviously, they've lost 2 on the trot, so they do need to sort of mess around with what they're doing, and they, as you said, have gone a little bit quicker into mid to see if they could grab anything. Obviously, in this situation, didn't work out for them, but they have got mid control.
Yeah, they've got mid control, but they've got nobody watching B at all, and HG have actually pushed into B. They had 3 early pushed up on B, but Revenge has taken down WN99, poking in this mid area here as well. So they've lost a player now, lost a little bit of map control. Minno's going to have to come up big. He's on the lurk here, comes through, takes out a nice headshot onto Revenge, but gets taken down by Bayo, the trade.
Yeah, no, I mean, not too bad there for Pacific.Macta, but having said that, Harlan's going to find 1. He does get traded out, though, by Bayo, and it's back to a 3 versus 3. The player advantage still in the favor of Pacific.Macta here. Zik going for a duel up against NP here, and surely Zik is going to grab it, which he does. NP goes down now. Double Q. He's going to have to get a triple Q if he wants to win this round.
Certainly is. I thought he was a little bit slow to rotate off to provide support there for his teammate, but he's coming up onto the B-bomb side here. The plan is down. Pretty good scenario here for the Pacific.Macta guys, and they actually managed to take out the round there. So 2-1, early stages. HG look more impressive, more organised, but there's still certainly plenty of opportunities for Pacific to get into this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, 2-1 is kind of the scoreline that you'd kind of expect to see from here already, because this is a little bit of a CT, or defensive bias map, rather. So 6-3.
6-3 would
5-4.
equal a 2-1 if you extrapolate the rounds.
Exactly. Yeah. So kind of following that general trend of this map. So I guess a good situation for both teams.
Yeah, this default here again for Pacific.Macta, not liking B bomb site early on at least. All the presence towards mid and A. And I think it was just one of the players who's watching a very defensive line in that terms as well. So scoreboard-wise, everyone on the Pacific.Macta team has 2 kills to the piece. Everyone on HG has 3 kills apiece, except for Double Q, who has not got any Q just yet.
I feel like we're going to be making way too many Q jokes this game.
Why do you feel that?
Because we've already done it twice, and we're only 3 rounds in.
So we're on a double Q?
Oh.
All right, back to the action here. We'll stop making terrible jokes and continue on with the action. There's not a lot going on at the moment. It's a slow push towards the A bomb side here. And it's coming from the long, and there is a strong presence there as well. 3 moving up in mid. A fake, I feel, is going on. I reckon they're going to double back onto B at some point here. But Bayo's decided, in fact, going on to A, so they're going to run into the triple stack on the A bomb side.
Yeah, Zik, he's going to get the first frag here. Yes, he does. WQ goes down. Still not going to be able to get a point on the board, unfortunately for him. And now you can hear the gunfire raining across. The second frag goes to HG, but Zik, he finds a double kill for himself, pulling things back into the favor of Pacific.Macta. He's on a 3K. He's looking for more. Is he going to find Minu? No, he's going to have to reload. Minu will take him down, but it is still 3 versus 1 here. And, well, Minu's going to have to come up huge. He finds 2 already. This could be crazy. Aldrin Prawl looking crazy, but not quite going to be able to land the shots there. Cram as well on this A-bomb site. Still difficult for Minu, and he's not going to be able to close it out there either.
Yeah, just that rush in, that it's basically a contact play in that instance. You saw ZYK Zark getting that first kill, and then it was go, go, go. Let's overrun this defense here, and it worked. 2-2, a little bit overextending there in the end there from Bayo, I think it was, trying to push right into that defensive spawn area, but unable to take them all out. First frag again going in the favor of Pac-Mac. Revenge picking up the sniper kill on NP. So winning
2 rounds apiece. WQ managed to find his first frag of the round, but Bayo responds very well with a double Q for himself.
And again, we promised we wouldn't make the joke, but it comes out one more time. It's a quick rotation onto the B-bomb side, but that's where all the players are. 1 in defensive now. It's a 1 versus 4 in favor of well, the 1 is Harlan and the 4 is Pacific.Macta, and they're going to take this B-bomb site. Harlan is close by. He's going for it. They know where he is now. They're going to come down. He gets 1. He gets...
Not quite 2.
No.
He gets taken out by Revenge in the end there, and that's going to put Pacific.Macta in the lead, 3 versus 2 rounds, respectively. So that's actually looking pretty good for them on this defensive side.
Yeah, certainly, we spoke about it after 3 rounds about the bias being in the favour of the defensive round. Now after 5 rounds, it's looking like it could potentially be into that 5-4 scenario rather than a 6-3 scoreline at half time. So that could be good. I think now that potentially HG have to make a little bit of a change. Again, you've seen them go a little bit more aggressive towards a B long sort of area, but still throwing 1 on the site there. But you can see Cram, he's been playing this all map. He's been waiting for some aggression. He wants to punish it. He wants to get an easy frag there.
Well, I think the longer he stays there, the more likely he is to get the kill, because Pacific.Macta are winning these rounds anyway. So he may as well just sort of wait for someone on HG to sort of snap and make that little bit of a mistake, pushing through into his sightline, and then it'll sort of secure another easy round.
Looks like we've got a bait play here in mid. Aldrin Paul's playing in that low area. He drops out because he's been spotted. But Bayo's here as well. He's going to try and get NP there. Gets him in fact, but doesn't realize that Minno's there as well. But it's a 3 versus 5 now. Ooh. And the favor of the frags is in Pac-Max, and he's taken down another one there. It's 1 versus 5 now for WQ. He's going to come off as large as you can possibly go in this game.
Yeah, you're going to have to get the pentakill. He gets 1, gets 2, looking for the 3rd, but Zik is going to take him down.
Yep. And that's 4-2 now in favor of Pac-Max.
He got a double kill.
Good point. Didn't even call it. 4-2 now in favor of Pac-Mac. They're going to be really happy with this start, but they're going to want to push this to the 6-4 in their favour on the offensive side. What I really like, but what they've been doing is they've been able to get up into that mid area and get close and really sort of take them by surprise. And that's been working very well for them as well. So a really solid structure that they have here on the attacking side, I would say.
Yeah, Now looking towards this next round, no one actually really grabbing a frag just yet. A bit of damage has gone over to one of the players for Pacific.Macta, so HG just a little bit of an advantage at the moment, but really nothing to write home about here. Pacific.Macta, of course, playing slowly for the moment.
It's been working for them. NP picking up the first frag. That's going to put them in a good stead for this round. They've lost the first frag the last few rounds.
Yep.
So this is going to hopefully settle them down a little bit. It's put a little bit of pressure back on Pacific.Macta to keep this round streak up that they have.
Well, now perhaps we'll see Cram come into play. He's been a bit quiet in this first half so far, but
he has been playing that B holder, so they haven't been that aggressive on B.
Yes.
So really, I would, in my opinion, I'd like to see him a little bit more active on B, just to keep that rotation sitting in there, rather than potentially rotating back across to the A side early. So again, creeping up in mid, all 4 players alive for Pacific.Macta. There's 57 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they are slowly but surely pushing up mid. I think they're going to go all the way up.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to deal with Minnow here first.
I don't like Minnow's position here. He's leaves himself exposed here. It's not the best of lines.
Yeah, sort of a one-and-done position. It's going to be Bayo to take him out, finding a double kill, in fact. And that's great from him. Looking for a third. It's going to be Revenge, though, to grab that one onto WN99. Harlan does manage to take down Revenge, but takes a bit of damage as well. The bomb has already been planted here for Pacific.Macta, and the A-bomb site retake, the B-bomb site retake, rather, is going to be on the cards here for HG. Double Q and Harlan going to have to come up huge in this round if they want to pick up a third round for HG, but Pacific.Macta looking poised to find their 5th round in here, so it is going to be, well, a bit of an anticlimactic ending there as we see Bayo and Eldrin Prawl finding a killer piece and completely shutting that one down.
Yep. Another really strong round, 5-2. This is slowly but surely at this point becoming a bit of a roar here. So we can see Zyke just getting a bit of a span there. And again, these more advanced positions in mid are not being contested at all by HG, and Pacific.Macta are just using it against them.
Yeah, I mean, when you give up such a large part of the map, that really allows Pacific.Macta to make use of that area. They've got a lot of options once they get control of mid. So
yeah, and they're using the connectors between these sites really effectively. And that's just allowing them to do what they like, really. They've got so much choices, and the ability to move across is so quick. So it's really working out well from Pacific.Macta. It's been really a great display of strategy and being able to use the map effectively thus far. And I have to say, Revenge, as he picks up the first kill in this round as well, he's been doing that pretty regularly.
Yeah, he has. He's doing quite well for himself. 7 kills, 5 deaths. So got a positive KD, which is always nice to see. He's going to peek around the corner here. Not going to spot anyone out just yet, but I think Double Q is lurking relatively close, and now he's going to start to make his way up on towards the site. Does get taken down there by WN99, so shut down for now. It's back to a 4 versus 4 situation here. Pacific.Macta looking to take one of these bomb sites relatively shortly, but I mean, they still have a minute 10 on the clock, so they can play slow still.
And we can see a complete rotation from both teams, not realizing the A hit wasn't preferable for Pac-Mac, but HG have also read that scenario, and they've said, yep, back over to the B-bomb site. We reckon they're going to rotate on here. 55 seconds left. A fake hit would be really strong for Pac-Mac.
Let's see what they do decide to do. Cram is going to be the one on point, so to speak. Bayo as well, making his way up onto the side. Minnow is going to take the first frag of this sort of bomb site area. And now looking okay for the guys from HG. WN99 finding one. The crowd starting to get involved as we see Eldrin Paul finding one, finding 2. Double kill managed to take down Cram. And it is going to be double kill, finding 2 for himself. And HG finally managed to put a round on the board again.
Yep, so pulling that one back into the favour. 5-3 now. It will be updated on your screen just then. And that was a really important round for them. It was going to be 6-2 had that gone the other way, obviously, but it wasn't to be. And really, it was just a good read by HG what was going on there. They committed early, and I thought it was a little too early. But now we can see some changes. They've got a little bit more confidence now, HG. They pushed up on B, got the early frag, and now this is the perfect play. Get that early frag, numbers advantage, drop all the way back, and then just sit tight from there and wait for Pac-Mac to make that play, knowing that you can just trade it out if need be.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, if Pacific.Macta drop this round, I still think they've done pretty well for themselves on the first half here, considering they are on that offensive side, and you would generally expect that they would get a deficit rather than an advantage in terms of the rounds.
Yeah, certainly, but they're not going to give up on this round yet, that's for sure. NP picking up another one there. And it looks like a bit of a mid battle in here, and we can see Harlan getting aggressive now as well.
The A-bomb side is completely open here, actually.
This is good for Pac-Man. This is very good. The smoke comes in. They're committing to the A-bomb side. They're going to get in uncontested, like you said, Elfish Guy, and they're going to be able to have to defend now. And they're looking a little greedy, looking to push towards spawn here. Cram and Bayo get in there, but get back out. That's important for them.
Yeah, that game of milliseconds, if they had have peaked just a bit earlier as that player was throwing the grenade, they might have been in a good spot. But Zek finding a double kill. Minnow does take down Cram. It's a 2 versus 2. Great situation here for Pacific.Macta. It's looking very good. There's 20 seconds left on the bomb timer. Minnow is going to take down a double kill, though, and picks up the round there for HG.
They're going to be very happy with that. That's really resurrected the half for them. 5-4, the end of the first half on the screen. HG guys, they look, I guess, yeah, there was a little bit of, I'm not going to say doubt about what happened, but a little bit of concern there, certainly on their faces, is what I was reading. What would you think there, Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were particularly pleased with how that first half went.
Yeah, really, the bias of the map always explains that if you get off to those sorts of starts that doesn't quite work for you, then you're not going to be particularly happy. But Pacific.Macta now going to have to switch the role reversal, of course, switching sides onto the defensive side, taking that slight lead onto the preferred side into the second half. Group C, Pacific.Macta, HG. Let's see what happens.
Let us indeed see what happens. Well, NP is going to find the first frag there onto Bayo, doing a good work with that sniper rifle of his actually in this sort of map so far, but definitely going to have to pick things up because it's going to be tough for HG here to pull it back against Pacific.Macta, who have looked pretty good. But having said that, HG have kind of got the momentum. They've had the last 2 rounds in a row, so you know you got to weigh up all these sorts of things.
Yeah, that's definitely true, and you can see now as well, they're taking a fairly slow, methodical approach, similar to what Pacific.Macta did here as well. So they're able to get some good positions in mid. You can see they're pushed up quite high into the connector areas. They're being left alone there. And they've got the numbers advantage, so I really think that they should execute on here. Minnow playing that defensive angle there. That's good play, smart play when you have numbers advantage.
It's surprising that Pacific.Macta would get caught out by that because they were using it all last half, and this is looking like a complete shutout coming in here for HG. They haven't even lost a player yet in this round.
Yeah, certainly being very strong here and getting those early frags as they go into the bomb site. Their attacker players proving their worth for HG already. Bomb goes down, 40 seconds, of course, on the clock. Revenge in the connect area from spawn coming through. Not sure what he's going to find just yet.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredibly tough retake here for Pacific.Macta. They're starting off okay, though. Zik finding 1 kill without taking too much damage. Does grab a second. Takes a fair bit of damage from his trouble off that one. But it is going to be Harlan to take down Revenge. Now a 1 versus 3. Zik has no HP to work with at all. So I'm going to have to say this is probably a foregone conclusion.
It is indeed. Double Q coming through, picking up his second for the round. And that's going to put HG, probably put a couple of their nerves and sort of relax them a little bit there as they come into the second half. That first half not going entirely to plan, but that's all good. 5-all.
5 apiece.
5 apiece. Tied at 5.
Let's get to 9 apiece. That'll be exciting.
You fancy some OT action, do you?
I do.
What do you reckon? I don't reckon the Chinese team, but Pac-Mac responding strongly now. They're into 4v3 in their favour. 4v2, 4v1 now as well. WQ, the only left alive for HG. A massive trade of frags there going down in this sort of alleyway up to B bomb site. A little bit of offensive action again there from Pacific.Macta.
Yeah, so WQ just in this 1 versus 4, has to be so careful. Does manage to find one. Now peeking around the corner. If he sort of holds this line, he's going to do okay. Taking down Cram. They're running at him 1 by 1. This is so dangerous. He could actually close this round out if he hits some nice shots. Revenge on the B bomb side. If he goes down here, it's going to be huge. Double Q. He's got a fantastic opportunity to be able to close this one out. He's got the bomb down. He'll be able to place it. He's got the bomb. He'll be able to place it down as well and find a nice post-plant position as well. And now all eyes are going to be on the side of Bayo as he starts to make his way towards the side. He's spotted out, but Bayo, he closes it out. And it is going to be Pacific.Macta picking up that round. But wow, what an effort there for WQ.
Yeah, he put in the work. He really almost deserved that there. Pacific.Macta making really some key sort of, I guess it's just a series of mistakes. It's one, then another, then a third. There's no reason Revenge had to peak that wide at the B bomb side. He could just hold a line and that would have been it. Anyway, they've managed to save the round. Pacific.Macta, that is, of course, taking a slight lead in this second half. 6-5 now in their favour. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock. Another slow, methodical play here, trying to get some presence in mid. They've used smoke grenade in the mid there as well, so it's all going pretty well for them now. But they really, HG, don't want to overcommit early in these rounds.
Yeah, certainly not. And, well, they're already at a little bit of a deficit in terms of the rounds, but really it's definitely not something that they can... definitely something they can overcome, rather. It's really not a big deal at the moment. 5-6 is pretty close.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the inkling that you might be right. We might be coming to overtime here.
Well, would be very exciting as we do see WQ finding 1 kill there on Bayo. Starting HG off well into this round. It's 4 players still left alive, though, for Pacific.Macta. Oh, Revenge. I think he legged W99 there, and unfortunately not able to, I guess, close out the kill, but still getting the damage. And, well, as I say that, he does, in fact, actually close out the kill. So back to a 4-on-4 here, and Pacific.Macta looking okay.
Yeah, and there's got 2 in the mid there. Revenge picking up a kill there. It's a great frag on Highland. Headshot to boot, and that's going to prove them as well. Cram getting 1 down as well. So really now this should be all in the favour of Pacific.Macta. Minute left on the clock. NP is still alive. Minnow is well away from him, though. So they should really regroup in this scenario here.
Yeah, NP making his way towards that A-bomb side as well as Minnow. And there are a couple of players there already for Pacific.Macta. 1 more rotating across as well. It's going to be incredibly tough to take this site. Revenge is going to find Minnow and now NP. He does have the C4, but really that's about the only thing that you could write home about here for HG, as we do see Zik finding the final frag there as well. And it is going to be 7 rounds on the board for Pacific.Macta. HG starting to get a little bit risky now for them if they lose a couple more rounds.
Yeah, they lose another one. They're going to be in a position that's fairly undesirable. That is definitely true. And they're just, again, HG taking it slow here. They need to try and do something different here, because what they've done the last 2 rounds hasn't worked. Despite, we saw WQ nearly pull off a 1v4, but you can't count on rounds like that happening.
No.
You certainly can't. So in this scenario, they're going to have to try and exploit some areas they haven't been working. And let's face it, they've rarely been pushing up in this area here where Aldrin Pool is right now. They haven't put much focus or pressure on that area at all. So that's somewhere where they could potentially try to exploit a little bit.
Yeah, Aldrin Pool needs to be a little bit careful up there. He's got a few players from HG around him, so does need to be wary of his positioning. Now looking like HG are going to push towards the B bomb site, perhaps a little more so, and Aldrin, he's going to be the one who has to do the big amount of work here for Pacific.Macta. He's going to peek around the corner, finds 1. He's going to peek again, looking for the second, but Minnow will close him out there. And, well, I mean, a 1-for-1, I guess, is about as good as you can expect, really. So not too bad for Pacific.Macta, not too bad for HG either. And we're back to a 4 versus 4. A lot of damage going over to HG, and Bayo will find 1. NP gets a trade, though, onto Zik. So 3 versus 3 now, and Minnow, WQ, and NP still making their way towards this B bomb site. Yeah,
they're committing to it here, and it's a good scenario. They've only just got the 1 player here for the defensive side, Pacific.Macta. But they're actually trying to creep back across. Bayo's going to lurk. They're waiting for them. Spots the information, puts a little damage down. Good play by him.
Yeah, I think the information is more important there, actually, than the damage that he put across, because now it's going to force HG back and away from that strategy that they were executing. So that's just going to waste a little bit more time, put them just a little bit more under the pressure from the clock.
And the rotate had sort of worked, but they really needed to get across a little bit quicker than what they have here. Cram's in a semi-advanced position. He can make the information call here, but he backs off. I think he's heard them now here. They're pushing in towards A. He's rotating back. There's not much time left on the clock. Can they even get the bomb down in time? I don't think they can.
Let's have a look. WQ is going to do his best, and yes.
Oh.
Just in time. The crowd breathing a sigh of relief for the Chinese team here, and now Pacific.Macta with that 3 versus 3 retake, and HG have got really the perfect situation, the best that they could have hoped for. As we do see Cram starting to push, finds one, Bio finds another, but NP with the double kill, and WQ grabs one. It is a defense there from HG. And wow, that was down to the milliseconds.
Literally, I don't think you could plan the C4 any later than that. That was timed to perfection, I believe. The player would certainly claim, I think. He'll claim it. I don't know whether it's intended or not, but you'd certainly claim it in that scenario. So
I would.
6-7. HG with 6 rounds on the board. Pacific.Macta on the defensive side, 7 rounds. And a slightly aggressive setup across the board. Still playing fairly individually. We aren't seeing any double stacks or anything like that from them.
All right. Still, I mean, going down to the wire at the moment, just judging by the way the rounds have been going. And it's going to be a very exciting one. It is NP, though, to find the first frag onto Cram. Basically, a standard rifle shot there.
Yeah.
It was about as easy as you like, as you see WN99 catching Bayo off guard as well, and it looks like we're heading towards the 7-7 scoreline, barring anything crazy coming out here from the remaining Pacific.Macta players.
Yeah, but HG aren't getting overconfident here. They aren't going with the contact play. A trade of frags in the mid there. Picked up another one now. It's so far 5 alive, still left for HG, pushing in the A side. There is a couple of players waiting for them in spawn, though.
Yeah, Eldrin finding one onto WN99, takes a ton of damage though in response, and he's down to like 2 or 3 HP really. Revenge is going to grab one onto Harlan, and it's now 2 versus 1 here for Revenge. This is entirely doable. He's got 32 seconds to work with, doesn't need to rush himself too much, can just play the angles, and that is exactly what he's doing.
Oh, tries to get the flicker there on MP, but it doesn't quite make it, and you are correct. We're on a 7-7 scoreline now. Pacific.Macta, I mean, these teams are going to have to start digging pretty deep in their strategy book, both offensive and defensive. The Chinese crowd, the home crowd, showing a little bit of appreciation for HG, picking up a couple of rounds in a row here. They've got the momentum in their favour. We can see 3 towards A, 2 towards B on the defensive side of things for Pac-Mac.
Yeah, and it is NP, but at the moment smoked off, so not able to see too much, but slowly but surely making his way around the place with that sniper rifle of his, see if he can spot anyone out. And interestingly enough, we haven't really seen a double sniper rifle set up by either of these teams, so perhaps something that they can change up to grab a sneaky round or something like that.
Yeah, certainly. It would be a good idea as well. None of them, only one of them lists, which of course is Revenge, who've been seen doing the heavy lifting with the sniper rifle. But nobody else has listed at least being like to it, but perhaps someone... Sometimes you've got to go with a Hail Mary play and pull out something that you're not quite comfortable with, but you've got to do it in order to wrest some momentum back into your favour.
Perhaps if we see like a 9-7 scoreline, we might see something like that come out.
Yeah, certainly.
Because it would be sort of a large effort.
Yeah, 3 towards B now, so they've shifted back across. They're not getting much of a read of what HG are doing there. There's not a lot of, there's quite a bit of map control, but not a lot of information being traded between the teams here as well. So that's going to probably come to fruition in the next 15 to 20 seconds. We're going to have to see a decision made by HG to at least try to attack a bomb site at this point. Otherwise, they're going to play themselves potentially into a scenario where they're running into a stack.
Yeah, 3 players here from HG. Just watching the same angle, so anyone from Pacific.Macta that pops their head around here is going to be in a bit of trouble. But luckily, no one going to be doing that for Pacific.Macta. It is WQ to find Zik, and now looking for a second. He does manage to take that one. It's Revenge. He grabs a 3K. It's Bio going down. In the meanwhile, NP has found Eldrin Paul as well, and Cram in a 1 versus 5. All of a sudden, everything going in the way of HG.
Cram has got all the work in the world to do for him. WQ has been going monstrous for his team on this side. He's going to try and pick up, doesn't manage to get the 4th, but it's got the triple at least and the round for his team. Cram in an intense battle there with Minnow. Managed to get the kill, but he's still got 3 to get in 20 seconds and defuse the bomb. It's not looking good from him. He knows where 1 is. It's Winnow99, who turns around, pops out from the box and says, no, this is our frag. 8-7 now. HG doing a very impressive performance on the attacking side.
Yeah, WQ, he was really quiet in the first half, but he's absolutely fired up here on HG's offensive side.
Yeah, we can't forget the importance of MP's picks that he's been getting with the AWP as well. And it's a change in pace now from the Chinese side, and they're moving up quickly onto B.
Yeah, this is good to see them just making things just a little bit different, perhaps trying to catch Pacific.Macta off guard, and we'll see if it works out as they are making their way onto the B bomb site. There's one player there for Pacific.Macta. NP has taken down Revenge. Harlan takes down Aldrin, and WN99 takes down ZYK. It is now a 2 versus 5 here for the Pacific.Macta players. It is going to be Cram to take down NP there, 2 versus 4 still. This is going to be very tough. The bomb has gone down, and we might be looking at a match point situation here now very shortly for HG, as the retake is coming in towards that B bomb site now for Pacific.Macta. Bio trying to do what he can, but isn't spotting anyone out. HG just playing this to perfection, not really giving up any easy frags. It is Crab to find double kill. Minnow does take down Cram in response, and it is going to be Bio going down there as well. You can hear the crowd absolutely crazy at the moment for HG. They're 1 round away from picking up this map.
An impressive performance there again, and I really like the change in pace for them, although they have left the C4 at spawn potentially here. 9-7 on the match point here, and they're just, it looks like they're trying to settle the nerves here a little bit. So we're coming through now, slowing the pace down again, trying to get it done. We'll see how it all happens.
Very tense moments here. You can hear the quiet in the stadium. No one making a noise, as we're just waiting for both these teams to really make their move.
It looks like they're going to go with NP trying to make the play onto the A bomb site, coming through this vent area.
I think that's a reasonable choice, because NP really has been a fantastic player to get those first frags for HG.
Yep, Cram is in the firing line almost if NP moves up a little bit here. And we can see in the mid area here, there's a little bit of trade there as well. So they know where Bayo is as well, but they've got to be cautious of Cram here. And Pacific.Macta really at this point where the attacking side is. WQ again with a great attacking frag coming into the bomb side. NP getting it done. Harlan as well. Looks like it's going to be all over here for the Pacific.Macta guys.
It's a 3 versus 2 though. Pacific.Macta with the player advantage. Bomb not yet planted for HG, so still a pretty difficult situation for them. They have got complete control of that A bomb site, but they have got a 3 versus 2 situation to deal with. One of these HG players is going to have to come up huge on the solo frags, and well, we'll see if it's going to be NP or WN, or in fact if Pacific.Macta is going to be able to close this one out. Great flash going to take NP all the way to the white, I guess, but not really going to be made use of by Pacific.Macta, as we see Harlan taking down Zeke. It's a 2 versus 1, and HG, they've closed it out 10-7.
Wow. Great play there in the second half from the Chinese HG.LongZhu team. Really, and lots of fans up on their feet even, which is great to see the early stages of the group. Wow, that second half was really a great exercise in map control, and there was a few different styles in there as well. We saw the contact play, we saw the slow play, we saw the quick B aggression as well. So HG flexing their muscle, tested, but ultimately proved too strong for Pacific.Macta.
Yeah, I mean, games like that make me really excited to see the grand final, because, wow, I mean, I'm almost lost for words at the moment, but that was just fantastic.
Yeah, and we can see there, of course, shaking the hands of the opposition there as well. And we can see there's the local fans there as well. And HG looking calm and in control there, saying thanks for support. Great to see. I really do like to see this, because the fans are really what makes these events special, and what helps us grow as esports in general.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well played there from HG.LongZhu.
I mean, we're making kind of a big deal out of this game, but really it's only the first best of 1 here that we've seen HG play, so there's still